Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City watch party. I'll be watching season 5, episode 12, Mazel Meredith on my end here of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And hopefully you can watch it on your end. And we're having a little watch party. I would love to be able to share my screen with you and play it for you guys. But I think Bravo and NBC Universal would strike me. So smash that like. If you're joining in the live chat, please sound off as the episode goes on. I'll be watching, providing commentary. We'll talk during commercial breaks. And if you're watching on the replay crew, hello. Leave your comments, sound off in the comment section. But smash that like if you guys don't mind. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Haru. As you guys are coming in, if you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you're always welcome to send a super chat while we're live here. You can send a super thanks after the video post. Consider joining my Patreon or my YouTube membership for bonus content, or hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Hey, Graphics, good to see you. Hey, Jen, we're back again, and we are watching The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 5, Episode 12, and right now they are at Meredith's bat mitzvah. So Nana, I love that Nana's joining us. Carolyn's here. Hello. Yes, press that like. So everyone is arriving at Meredith's bat mitzvah party, and that's just how the episode started. So let's watch. Oh, Mealy, the new housewife that's we're friend of that's never on, is here. Angie K showed up to Meredith's bat mitzvah. Okay, we see Mealy's husband, Bronwyn, is seeing Angie K. She doesn't look very happy. Bronwyn's not in a good place with Whitney or Angie. Right? Me too, Sarah. I keep forgetting about her too. Bronwyn is not greeting Angie. Angie's not greeting Bronwyn. Everyone's wondering if Mary's coming. Is Mary coming tonight? Mary just came off a very serious episode in conversation with her son. Mary's going to think about going. So it seems like Angie knows what's going on or no, she doesn't maybe. So Mary started to cry in front of Angie, and Angie doesn't realize what's going on with Mary's family and what's going on with Robert Jr. Oh, damn. Mary's in a state of shock. Mary wants to fix it. She went to God, asked God to help her. So this is very difficult. So Angie doesn't know what's going on. Mary hasn't told anyone about Robert Jr. yet. Angie says, I'm here when you're ready, when you want to tell me what's going on. Whitney and Angie are like, well, here we are. Hi, Karen. Hey, Pamela B. You got my treaty treats. All right. Weird vibes at the bat mitzvah, you guys. What's my hair happening? Brittany says, I'm so upset with Angie for calling me a slut. You're doing 3 guys and you drink? Oh, Brittany just said she's accusing me of doing 3 guys, but that's probably because that's what she's doing with Sean. Angie is not going to like that. Brittany is performative. Hey, Lady Di. I love watching it with you guys. Oh, Bronwyn says Angie likes to pick someone and go at them. Oh, she hit the chair. Angie, and you should shut the F up, and you should shut the F up. Ooh, Bronwyn is just reading down Angie K. Bronwyn said, and Sean is here, and I don't know if he knows he's married to Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, being Angie. Oh my God, we are starting off just this season. uh, this is crazy. Coming off of last night's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which was like a duck, duck, gray duck, 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 goose disaster in so many ways, where you just have Dorit carrying it. It is the Salt Lake City ladies. Everybody is carrying this season. And we are starting off with such conflict. Let me get in the comments with you guys. Pamela says, I love these watch parties. I'm loving them too. You know, I think they will kind of catch on the more people see that we're doing them and the more I make them a regular thing. But I appreciate those of you who are joining as we experiment with this. Yes, Sarah Ann, it's like, so Bronwyn is just now she's coming for Angie. Brittany's coming for Angie. Brittany's like, you slut shame me, but you're probably the slut and you probably slutted up with your husband, Sean. It's like, even the Mealy lady now, who we never see, she's involved. Mary may or may not show up at the bat mitzvah. She's got a lot going on with Robert Jr. and his recent admission of, you know, the extent of his addiction. Meredith's just trying to get bat mitzvahed. Whitney, obviously, no love lost between her and Meredith. So, ooh, 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 ooh. Why is she mad at Angie? I don't have cable. I have to wait for Peacock. She's mad at Angie. Are you talking about Bronwyn? Bronwyn or are you talking about Bronwyn or Brittany? Because Bronwyn's mad at Angie from the last episode, their trip, their camping trip where they didn't really camp, the Troop Beverly Hills trip, and the argument they got into. And then Brittany is mad at Angie because she feels like Angie slut shamed her when Angie called her out again, like, hey, you said thank you for the wine when I brought it to you, and then you made it a big deal at Mary's house. But I see you drinking wine all the time. You said you're dating 3 different guys, which she did say that she was. Jen says, I love this. I'm so glad you guys like this. Nana says, what is going on in Mary's family with her? So, what is going on in Mary's family with her? So, Nana, are you okay? Well, with her son. Um, did you watch the last episode, Nana? So Robert Jr. is dealing with very serious drug addiction issues, and he was very vulnerable and honest about it last episode, and also opened up about how he basically wanted to take his own life, and the only reason he didn't is because of his mom. And so Mary's coming to terms now with the fact that her son has this, you know, these serious addictions that have been going on, according to him, since he was 16, and now he's, you know, 21 or 22. And so Mary just feels like, oh my God, like any family does when they have a child dealing with addiction. Um, so it's a lot. So that's what's going on with him, and he's really struggling there. Sarah says, Brittany, she does, right? Brittany does. She must have a couple screws loose or something, because Brittany is just, she's on one. Okay. Bronwyn, that's from the last episode, last week's episode at the Troop Beverly Hills event when they got into it. When Whitney was like, oh, you want to throw me under the bus about what I said about Heather? Okay, well, then we're going to roll the bus over you. And then that's when they came at Bronwyn. So interesting. Sarah says Brittany's mad because she's trying to be 3 different people at minimum and is bleeding through. She really is. She really is. I know it. The Sarah that made me cry too. Okay, it's back. We're back from the commercial. We're back at Meredith's bat mitzvah. Ooh, look at the hors d'oeuvre he is. Who's that guy? Dre, Heather's business partner. I thought her business partner was a dude or a girl. Myra. Oh, Meredith's sister. And we did see Meredith's oldest son already, who's more elusive, more private. But he was a cutie patootie, and good for him for being private. Meredith's mother Have we met Meredith's mother before? Oh, her mom's a cutie. You might have heard of Angie. Meredith's mother's like, I don't know. Some horses are pulling up. Some Coors horses. Lisa's talking to Meredith's mom. I don't think I've ever seen Meredith's mom before. Oh, she's talking about John Barlow's parents. Who is pulling up on a sleigh? Oh, Meredith is pulling up with her family on a sleigh like Santa for her bat mitzvah. Meredith says, I don't usually make a grand entrance, but this is a big day. It's a sleigh, so you can slay. Heather is up Meredith's ass. She goes, I love this bitch. Oh, Seth, her husband, has a pink yarmulke. It's cute. She has arrived, honey. And there's that friend of Mealy again. Lisa goes, Mazel tov, Mazel tov. Whitney goes, is that what you say? Is that what you say? This fur dress of Meredith's, I don't know how I feel about it in her confessional. I don't know. And I love faux fur, but I don't know. I feel like she's wearing roadkill on her tits. Oh my God. Lisa's so excited. Mazel tov, Mazel tov. Diet Coke, Diet Coke. All right. Meredith's being called to the Torah. Oh, they're going into the wherever the hell this is, the lodge conference room for the ceremony. Angie's got her tots out for the bat mitzvah. I don't know if that's standard. Let me know. Those who have been bat mitzvahed, is it standard to just have your tots out for the bat mitzvah? We have Ruth, who's Meredith's rabbi. She's a cutie patootie with her colored glasses. She's actually Jewish. She just never got bat mitzvahed, and she wanted to. Oh, she gets to wear a prayer shawl. Oh, and her mom's involved. So they're putting the prayer shawl on her. And Brittany says the scarf goes with her outfit. Goes with her outfit. So Seth wants to give her his talis from his bat mitzvah. Can't she have her own? But I guess she's wearing his. Talis? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Oh, she's like, it's an incredible connection sharing this with Seth. It's sexy. Yay. She did her reading. Her mom says, I love you. I love you. You're going to read the Torah. Yeah, Merida's boots are like 60s go-go boots. Is Bronwyn crying? She's singing right now. She's reading from the Torah, which is the highest honor in the Jewish faith. It's intense, she says. She's reading through an old scroll like Angie brought a scroll. But she didn't read Angie's scroll. Oh, everyone's crying. Lisa's crying because Lisa's Jewish by heritage, but she converted to Mormonism. Okay. Me too, Jen. Meredith really learned her stuff. Oh, Seth is crying. Husband tears. Meredith's crying. Heather not crying. Seth is going to lift the Torah. Oh, I think Mary Cosby's showing up late. Oh, she showed up. Maybe there's hope for their friendship, guys. Mary Cosby has arrived. Religion's a big deal, and she wants to be there for her today. And it's important that she shows up. Get it, Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby is showing up more this season than she ever has. She is really earning that snowflake. Oh, here comes Mary late. Oh, don't walk in the front door, Mary. Oh, God. I've done that at a wedding before. Oh, no, she's peeking in the windows. Mary, oh my God. Oh my God. Mary is looking in the windows of the ceremony. She's peeking in the windows like this. Isn't there a door? Oh my God. Meredith's like, "Oh, embarrassing. I can't say that I've never done that because I definitely have." All right, so Mary showed up just a little bit late, and she's peeking through the windows like this. As the ceremony's happening, she's in the front windows so everyone can see her, like, because they have kind of like a shade to protect the people inside from the sun and the glare, but so she can't really see. So she's like, "Are you in there, Meredith? You bitch." Oh my goodness, you guys. Right? Still kind of rude, showing up late. Maybe it was in Park City, and we know how Mary feels about Park City. Everything should be in Salt Lake City. Graphic says, "OMG, Mary." Susan says, "Heather and the new girl need to stop with the surgery. So much makeup." Pamela says, "I was late for a funeral more than once, so I can't say anything. I've walked in late to religious ceremony, a wedding. I think I was a little late too. That's embarrassing. Probably a funeral. Yeah. Nana can probably name more events I've been late for." Graphic says she might be late, but she showed up. So is that hope? Are we thinking that there is hope for Mary and Meredith's friendship? That seems very strained the last couple episodes. Again, Meredith and the rest of the housewives, it appears from the show they don't know the extent of what's going on in Mary's life with her son. So I feel like if they knew that for sure 100%, they would probably be, I would hope, a lot more understanding and empathetic. But yeah, this show is already, I mean, what do we got? What time is it? We're 26 minutes in. We've already had shade, some fights. Will Mary Cosby show up? We've had a whole bat mitzvah happening. We've had tears. We've had Mary Cosby showing up late when we thought she wasn't going to show up, peering in the windows, trying to find the door to get in. Already a million times more entertaining than Beverly Hills. which I really hope Beverly Hills picks it up, you guys, because it is last night's episode was a struggle. Without Dorit, they would have been lost. And I never thought I would say this. Right, graphics? We're on the same page. Graphics says this is more entertaining than last night's Beverly Hills. It really is. That was sad. Cammy, right? The drama comes naturally to Salt Lake City. I see that. And I think that because there's history there with the women. Obviously, even Angie K, who wasn't an OG cast member, she still has history with these women. Lisa Barlow and Heather have history. Obviously, Whitney has history with Heather, among others. Meredith has history with Lisa Barlow, history with Mary Cosby. And then we have Bronwyn, who's kind of coming in, but she's got history with Lisa Barlow. And then Mealy, I don't really know what she does yet because she's barely around. So we'll see, you guys. If you haven't hit the like, please hit the like. And if you haven't shared this video and you want to share it out, but if you like it, then it lets the YouTube algorithm know that we are watching The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it notifies people because we know how those YouTube notifications are. They don't always go out. Oh my goodness. Os Flygirl says the church folded for Mary under investigation, shut down. Her home, I thought she had several, but legal, her poor son needs a lot of help. Blessings. Yes. Hopefully he gets that. Okay, we're back. Mary's still looking in the window. Oh my goodness. Mary Cosby. She's still looking. Now she's like staring at the rabbi's butt. She's like butt level at the window with the rabbi. Okay, she found the door finally. That seemed like forever. So now Meredith is sharing what the day means to her. That's my life. Sit down, Mary. Meredith is crying. Mary's trying to sit down, find a seat. Oh, God. I probably would have just stood in the back. Okay. Meredith collects herself. She's going to give her speech what this means to her bat mitzvah. So it sounds like Meredith, the things. Oh, there's her son, Reed. Um, Seeing the growth in anti-Semitism and things going on around the world, she finally wanted to get bat mitzvah. Oh, the siblings are all holding hands. That's cute. That's cute. Meredith says she feels a stronger connection to her Jewish heritage. Everyone's hugging? Okay. And kissing the Torah? Okay. Meredith is singing again. It's kind of a banger. It's really fantastic. Congratulations. Mazel tov, Meredith. She's bat mitzvah. Now they get to eat. Party started. Party started. I know it's interesting graphics to see her oldest son there because we never see him. And it is nice to see the whole family. They're adorable. What in the hell is Angie or not Angie? Brittany, she's giving me Xanax vibes. A little bit. Excuse me, you guys. Sorry. Okay, they're eating caviar. Of course, Meredith has caviar. They got fondue next to the fireplace. They're melting the cheese next to the fireplace. Mary's talking to Meredith's family and says, "Reed is a stud." Oh, Heather's plastic surgeon is there. How nice. Oh, it's the guy that resurfaces everything, Heather says. Angie wants to talk to Bronwyn. Meredith talking about Angie's rack. Oh, Mary approached Meredith. Did you have a little oh, I thought you had a toot. You had a yawn. Uh-oh, Mary's bringing up the walking out of the house at her bat mitzvah party. Meredith is wearing a tinsel dress. It looks like Christmas. Okay, they apologized to each other. Mary said, "I've never had a friend walk out of my house." Okay, Mary wants to learn from it and move forward, and she does love Meredith. They've been through the worst, literally, Mary says. Mary says, "I hear ya from my family, I understand." Okay, okay. Progress? I love you so much. They're both crying. Okay. Alright, Mary thinks the fight seems silly. Looks like Reynolds wrap, yeah, like, folded up. Cheers, babe. Okay, Mary. I don't know if I've ever heard Mary apologize before. Mary doesn't like the wine. She takes a sip, she's like, "I don't think I like this." Meredith's mom, "I never had this." What are they eating? Ferklet? What's ferklet? Oh, shit, Angie's pulling Bronwyn for a combo. It's like, "Can I grab you for a chat?" Like Love Island. The Todd father's there, looking crabby. Okay, Angie started with a compliment. "Love your outfit. Love your purse." Bronwyn says, "Step to an apology." Angie said, "Do I owe an apology?" And then Angie thinks Bronwyn owes her an apology. Bronwyn looks shocked. "Oh, you think I owe you an apology? I'm sorry. What? Oh, okay, so you Bronwyn was like, "Oh, so you complimented my outfits? Okay. Is that gonna be followed up by an apology?" And Angie's like, "Do you think I owe you an apology?" Yeah, I do." And then Bronwyn's like, "Why, do you think I owe you?" And Angie's like, I do." So now they're both at an apology standstill. Oh my gosh. Who do you think owes the apology? Put it in the chat. Angie or Bronwyn or both? Who is the one that really should be apologizing first? Pamela said, "What in the flapper headgear is she wearing?" It's very Mary Cosby style. Very Mary Cosby. Nana says, "She can lay on the roof with that dress and get free cake with Meredith's dress." It does look like tinsel. It looks like oh, it looks like Reynolds wrap, like balled together. Uh so yeah, Sarah, yeah, you're glad that Meredith and Mary made up. Hope it lasts. I mean, I doubt. Okay, you guys are a lot of people are saying both. Graphic says both owe apologies. Pamela says both. Sarah says both. Yeah. I don't know why one of them would think they're owed an apology more than the other. That's interesting. Um, but okay. Yeah, I think they probably should both apologize if they want to move forward. Susan S says, so far a boring cocktail hour. We need the sit down dinner. Yeah, we gotta be sitting down for these big moments, is what we found on Salt Lake City for Housewives events. We can't have them segregated over here or there. They need to sit at the table and ruin this bat mitzvah party. I mean, we got the important part down, the actual ceremony. No one ruined that, even though Mary Cosby was looking through the window like this for like 6 hours while it was going on. The funniest part was when she was eye level with the rabbi's tuchus, her butt. She's like, how do I get in there? And then she finally got in there. And then as she gets in there, Meredith is supposed to be giving a speech of what this bat mitzvah means to her. And she starts crying. And Mary's like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Having to go all the way down the row to get a seat. I probably just would have stood in the back. Jen said, the fact that I am more mature than these women is shocking. It always shocks me too. It is, but that's our housewives. Thank you, Miss Diamond. Like number 39, you guys. Keep smashing that like. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes during our Salt Lake City watch party. 4 espresso martini in, 4 fireworks. We need Heather to just keep down in those espresso martinis. But it was, I mean, it was nice to see Meredith and Mary. They had a moment. They both apologized. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever seen Mary apologize before. I think they do care about each other. So, but like you guys said, we hope it lasts. Fine. It's probably not going to last. And then as far as Bronwyn came to play, she came to fight. And Angie K, we know, will not back down from a fight either. So now they're having their little conversation. What's wrong, Dave? Hi, babe. He's like, I'm lonely. Oh, we're back. We're back, Dave. We're back with the show. You think I owe you an apology? Gold, WB. So good. Damn, Bronwyn. I'm cheap now. You're the guy who said she's effing 10 guys at once, Angie. Oh my God, these two. Oh, Angie just called her mean. You're not funny. You're mean with your effing jabs. This isn't going well. They're talking about riding dick at the bat mitzvah. Oh my goodness. They're just yelling dick. Uh-oh, here comes Todd Father. What the hell? You guys, is Heather right about Bronwyn? What is going on here? Uh-oh, Todd. Oh, Todd. Did Todd Father just push someone away? Oh my god, take it to the car and have this conversation. Their marriage is yuck. This is gonna be lit. This is espresso martini. Oh my god, Bronwyn and Todd are a mess. Uh-oh, Todd's mad. Bronwyn, Angie's out of her effing mind. Oh my god. Dave, it's okay. Come here, babe. Yeah, I didn't think Meredith's voice was bad. Oh, now Whitney's talking to Heather about what Bronwyn said at camp day. Mhm. You guys, is Heather right? I like how Heather is handling this information that Bronwyn gave her about Whitney. Dave, come here, baby. Don't cry. It's okay. Oh my gosh. Whitney just got in Lisa's face. Will you just let me freaking speak? This is a mess. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So everyone's going at it right now. So now it's Whitney versus Lisa. Whitney was originally talking to Heather, and Heather's like, we don't need to talk about what happened with the Bronwyn telling me that, you said something to her. These are things we already know. We've already had these conversations, you and I. So I'm not really worried about it. And then, did you go potty, baby? Are you going to the bathroom? I think he's peed on the carpet. It sounds like he's peeing. Are you peeing laying down, honey? It sounds like a lot of pee. I'm so sorry. Yep. Okay. That's some pee. All right. All right. Good job. Come over here. We'll clean that up. Apologies. You can kind of see right there. Poor Dave. Dave Dog is just like, hello, lady. I thought you were just getting lonely in here, but you just had to go TT. Okay, sir. Okay. You got to do what you got to do. Okay. These watch parties, he's like, yes, I did go outside before, but I just forgot to TT. I get it. I'm ADHD. I'll go in the bathroom and forget to TT. Come over here, sir. It was like the longest pee that my dog just did on the carpet. We'll get the green machine out. We're doing okay, Dave. Okay. We might have to do a quick commercial break, but this is a crazy episode, and Dave is obviously he's reacting to the episode too. He's like, I'm just going to pee right here. But what is going on with Bronwyn? I don't. Is Heather kind of right about Bronwyn? Here, come here, baby. Come here. Um, this is a little crazy. Yeah, he feels good now. He feels really good now. So we're just gonna do a quick commercial break, you guys. I'm gonna play my retro commercial. I'm just gonna do a quick clean up of this, so after I can put my green machine on and let Dave out in case he has to go do a little extra something, and we don't get a grumpy on the carpet here, you guys. So I'll be right back. Let me find. I'm gonna update my throwback commercial, but I'm gonna keep the actually, you know what, I won't even do a commercial break. Well, maybe I will, but I know you guys are watching the show. But okay, I'll just do it, and I'll be back in just a minute.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
Don't you really want to know?
Okay, I was wondering who the father of my baby was.
All right, let's take a look. The Miss Cleo DNA test.
Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama.
You do that one more time and I'm going to throw you across the room.
Not the mama! Wee, oof.
I'm solely searching for the father of your baby. Oh, it's the one that's very unpleasant, okay?
Okay.
And he's also the one that had another girlfriend while he was sleeping with you.
Yes, he did.
Yep, that's him. That's the daddy.
Okay.
But you knew that.
I wasn't sure.
I don't know how. The baby looked just like him.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so you were in denial because he has a funny little chin, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and the baby have that same little chin.
Oh my God. Ooh.
The cards can reveal things that you will never see by yourself. Call me now for your free tarot reading.
Call 1-800-980-8637.
I want you to know that I've smoked pot.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Right now, get a crunchy, cheesy Mexican pizza for just 99 cents when you buy a large drink. Taco Bell. Want some?
Glamour Shots will create your exciting new look as our expert stylists pamper you with a full makeover and hairstyling. Be a model for a day, dress in the latest fashions and accessories, and star in an exciting photo session with a professional photographer. In just moments, you'll see your color video proof.
Portraits of you make great Christmas gifts. Your photo session is just $11.95. Save 60%. Call 1-800-GLAMOUR now.
Cause it's my show, you can't tell me what to do. When life hands me lemons, I make beef stew. So yo, I gotta go, it's time for me to rock it. I put bologna in my left pocket.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
Don't you really want to know?
Okay, I was wondering who the father of my baby was.
All right, let's take a look. The Miss Cleo DNA test.
Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama.
You do that one more time and I'm going to throw you across the room.
Not the mama! Wee, oof.
I'm solely searching for the father of your baby. Oh, it's the one that's very unpleasant, okay?
Okay.
And he's also the one that had another girlfriend while he was sleeping with you.
Yes, he did.
Yep, that's him. That's the daddy.
Okay.
But you knew that.
I wasn't sure.
I don't know how. The baby looked just like him.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so you were in denial because he has a funny little chin, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and the baby have that same little chin.
Oh my God. Ooh.
The cards can reveal things that you will never see by yourself. Call me now for your free tarot reading.
Call 1-800-980-8637.
I want you to know that I've smoked pot.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Right now, get a crunchy, cheesy Mexican pizza for just 99 cents when you buy a large drink. Taco Bell. Want some?
Glamour Shots will create your exciting new look as our expert stylists pamper you with a full makeover and hairstyling. Be a model for a day, dress in the latest fashions and accessories, and star in an exciting photo session with a professional photographer. In just moments, you'll see your color video proof.
Portraits of you make great Christmas gifts. Your photo session is just $11.95. Save 60%. Call 1-800-GLAMOUR now.
Cause it's my show, you can't tell me what to do. When life hands me lemons, I make beef stew. So yo, I gotta go, it's time for me to rock it. I put bologna in my left pocket.
Okay, we're back. We're back. Who got called slutty? I missed it. I missed it. Why is Brooke saying? Brittany's leaving. You got called slutty hair. Who called her slutty hair? What? Angie called her slutty hair? Thank you, Jen, for becoming a new member. I miss slutty hair? Oh, no. Brittany's crying because she got called slutty hair. Oh, Meredith is now going for Angie. Come here, buddy. What are you doing? What? Lisa told Angie or what's her face? Brittany that she needs cure. Meredith is kicking Angie out of her bat mitzvah party? The TT break, I missed everything. Oh, damn. Meredith just told, and I missed so much on that TT break with Davey. Meredith just told Angie K that you can leave. What happened? I'm gonna have to do, obviously, I do rewatches of all the Salt Lake episodes because they're so good. But holy shit, it wasn't just rumors and nastiness, it's you can leave.
The rumors and nastiness about her? Well, we can do that. You know what? You want me to go there with her husband?
I'm gonna go there with husbands. You know what? You want me to go there with husbands? You can leave. She told Angie K you can leave. She called security on her ass.
You can leave.
Oh my God. Jen, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Enjoy the bonus content and also the emojis. Feel free to use the emojis in the chat. She has bouncers. So I'm going to go back and watch that part, you guys. Did Angie call? I'm assuming Angie called Brittany out and Angie found out that Brittany made a comment about Angie and Angie's husband, or they're probably with two guys. If she says I'm with three guys, it's because she's with two guys with her husband. And then she felt slut shamed. Oh my gosh. I guess you do need security with these women. You can leave. Oh my gosh. Husband, come home. Hi, my husband, Chal, in the chat. Jolene is so cool and funny. I mean, Chal, I'm glad you think that. You better think that as my husband. But we're waiting for you. The dogs were waiting patiently for you. Nana says, Chal, you're right. Nana, you better think that too. But you guys are so sweet. Thank you. This episode, I can't wait to go in on the rewatch because so much shit has happened. At the bat mitzvah, we had a bouncer security kick out Angie K. Thank you, Os Fly Girl, for the first super chat of the live. I appreciate that. So generous. Thank you. Yeah, Shell says, I'm saying that because he's bringing dinner. He is bringing dinner. And I don't even know what he's bringing. I just say surprise me. I love when I don't have to make dinner decisions. It's like my favorite thing in the world. If someone would just pick the food I eat, I'd be a happier person. What are you doing, Davey? Come here, babe. Come here, babe. We're almost done watching the episode. He's like, I've had enough. I've had enough. I missed my siblings. They have the, you know, they're on the trust level where we can have the other dogs roam the house freely. And Dave, he's still a puppy, so I got to keep an eye on him so he doesn't eat something he's not supposed to, or choke, or, you know, any kind of dangerous thing. Oh, you're bringing home, Chel's bringing home an edible PS5. It's crazy. That's the one food I don't like. I pretty much like everything else. Hi, Dave. You're being so good. So good, Dave. Yes, I know this is kind of boring for you. I'm sorry. Don't chew cords, okay? Come here, babe. Come here. Come here. Good job. Just petting him with my foot. Carolyn, thank you for becoming a member. You guys, I appreciate that so much. Enjoy the content, the bonus content. I'll be back Monday with another bonus live. We're back. We're back. Security. Escort her out. And her husband? What did Sean do? Angie goes, you don't need to escort me, guys. I weigh 100 pounds. Angie goes, this is a very beautiful religious event, Meredith. Thank you. She doesn't like slut shamers. I know I've seen you, Carolyn. I appreciate it. Oh, shit. Meredith's like, I've had enough. You can leave. I don't like slut shaming. That's what a hard no. They brought Angie K. Brittany's coat, and then Angie K. said, this isn't my coat. This is Brittany's coat. She threw it on the ground. What is this? Early New Jersey housewives? She's a disgusting, vile human being. Meredith wants revenge. Meredith, this is dirty. Lisa's trying to console her. Oh my God. Angie just threw a napkin. This is insane. Whitney said, husband, let's go. Damn. It's crazy. The level of oh, they're going to Puerto Vallarta. Oh shit. Oh my God. Everybody hates somebody. The editing in this episode is good. Oh, she said Brittany had high body count hair. That's funny. So Lisa planned a Puerto Vallarta girls trip before any of this happened. She's like, Puerto Vallarta. Lisa Barlow, I throw a great trip. Do you think this sounds like fun? Obviously, you can't plan for everything. Oh, damn, this is gonna be good, Puerto Vallarta. Cheers to Puerto Vallarta. Oh, shit. Next time on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, they're in Puerto Vallarta. Please tell me everyone goes, even Mary. Ooh, looks nice. Where's Mary Cosby? They're screaming. I don't think Mary goes to Puerto Vallarta. Okay, it still looks like it's going to be jam-packed drama. What did you guys think? Oh my goodness. Oh, and this new show's on. What is this? Selling the premiere of Selling Salt Lake City or something? Or I think that's what it is. What did you guys think? I can't wait to go back and watch it because I have to watch it again. So much happened. Unlike Beverly Hills, where I don't have to watch it ever again, I have to watch that episode again. Cammie says, I hope Lisa has a private jet for everyone. She better have a PJ. Yes. Pamela says, I want to go. Jen says, how many selfies do you think Lisa is up to now? 2 mil. I think about 2 mil would probably be. Pamela says it went from you can leave to you can go. No, it went from you can go, little girl. And then it went to you can leave. And then it went to security, get in here. Oh my gosh. Yes, Susan, Meredith kicking people out because no sit down dinner is happening. So she's like, listen, we're not going to be sitting down. The ceremony's over. I already got your gift. You can go, little girl. Jen says, I feel personally attacked by Lisa's dress. You know, she has that dress that is one of her confessional dresses, the red kind of off the shoulder. And I know it's really expensive and it's, you know, obviously something that is like supposed to be really great, but I don't like it. That dress, it bugs me. It bugs me like Erica Jane's dress with the eyeballs, her surrealist dress. I don't like it. She strong-armed them out of there. Meredith's like, for my family, I do not like slut-shaming. I was slut-shamed by Lisa Barlow, and all I wanted to do was take a bath. So listen, Angie, you can go. I don't like slut-shaming. I don't like it. Seth, do I like it? Seth's like, nah. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like slut-shaming. Exactly. Okay, I like bath bombs. I don't like Alibaba. I like bat mitzvahs. And I like my family. But I don't like slut-shaming. I don't like it. I don't know what Heather said about Bronwyn. I feel like I got to rewatch WB. I wish I could tell you. Are you talking about in this episode? I have no idea. I just know that Meredith came out of nowhere to me because I had to take a little break with Dave Dog. And all of a sudden, Angie apparently told Brittany she had high, what did she say? High head count hair or something, or high body count hair. I mean, I don't know. And then Brittany's like, stop calling me a slut. Girl, you're on TV. No one, I don't think you're a slut, but you are on TV saying you're dating all these dudes. You did say you were Brigham Young dating, which is just like kissing and stuff, but you're very open about that and you're drinking. I don't know. I gotta watch it again before I have, oh, Heather's right. Okay. So I'm wondering, okay. So you know how Heather's been very distrustful. Thank you for bringing this up of Bronwyn. Now these past 2 episodes, now I'm side-eyeing Bronwyn because when Bronwyn was in the car and she quickly threw Whitney under the bus to Meredith and Lisa, which was like unnecessary, to then get back to Heather about Whitney because she was surprised that Whitney and Heather were throwing the party together because it's what Whitney says behind her back. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, top tier shade, but yeah, it just seemed unnecessarily messy. And I do like a messy housewife, but this just seemed unnecessary. So is Heather gay? Am I starting to understand maybe her hesitance to befriend Bronwyn? Is Bronwyn coming into a group? At first I was like, God, she is being ridiculous. Bronwyn just wants to be her friend. But is Bronwyn coming in this group and doing too much and being hella sus? And, you know, someone that they can't trust, like she's creating too many waves, maybe for television relevancy. I don't know. So that's now my question. Like, was Heather gay right all along? Carolyn says, I was happy to see all 3 Meredith kids were there. Me too. Pamela says, that was crazy. So that's my question. Graphic says, check out Bravo and Blaze. She had an issue not that long ago with Bronwyn. What was it? Do you have the Cliff's notes on it? I love Bravo and Blaze. It's not like I follow everything she does, but I do follow her on Instagram and stuff, and I like her stuff. But Susan says Bronwyn loves to stir the shit up. She really does. But who is she ultimately? Is she loyal to anybody? I don't know. It's like, are we going to end up looking at Bronwyn like that new housewife that comes in just performing for us? Bronwyn's husband is actively trying to halt her. So yeah, we see again in tonight's episode, the Todd father, Krabby Patty, walking up and being like, at first I was like, okay, this isn't horrible, I guess. Just like, hey, do you want me to bring you a drink? And Bronwyn's like, no, do not bring a drink to the woman who calls me a liar. Then they get back to the bar and he's like, listen to me. I was trying to, and just inappropriate time. Okay. You're at a party, embarrassing, save it for the car ride home. Wait till you get home to discuss this. And then he again kind of, trying to police her language, her behavior, all the things. I feel like Bronwyn, this is just the vibes I'm getting. She has a lot of pent up resentment towards the Todd father and not being able to kind of put him in his place. So she wants to put everyone else in their place. Yeah, coming in like a wrecking ball. But I was annoyed with Todd again. I was like, oh, Todd, shut up. And then when they're talking at the bar and there's someone there, I don't know if it was that newer housewife or friend of who was just leaning in, like listening, because she had already been there, I think. And Todd goes, like he tapped her like she should go away. Todd, that's a human being, Todd. What do you think, you're in a conference meeting at your Palm Pilot company? I thought that was rude. And she was like, oh, okay, I'll give you. You could politely say, you know what? No, what you could have done is just after you get your drink, you pull your wife aside for a conversation, but you don't tap people like, you can go. Peasants, leave. We're speaking. Todd father is speaking. Graphic says possible cyberbullying on Twitter. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Are you saying, Graphics, that allegedly maybe Bronwyn is accusing Bravo and Blaze of cyberbullying her, or Bronwyn cyberbullied Bravo and Blaze? Oh my goodness. And how long ago? Sorry, I'm asking you all the questions, but that's fascinating. Jen says, the Todd father has spoken. Leave us. I am the inventor of the Palm Pilot. If my palm is in your face, you must leave. I'm like, what? Todd, stay home. Stay home, Krabby Patty. He doesn't quite get the cameras are there. And if this is how he talks, just, you can see he's kind of like, can they hear me? Yeah, Todd, we can hear. You're mic'd up. We can hear everything. We can hear if you fart. We can hear if you're going in the bathroom and you're chugging an Insure. We can hear it all, sir. So he's already kind of looking around. So imagine the conversations they have when there's absolutely no cameras around. That Bronwyn cyber bullied Bravo and Blaze. Graphics, do you mind sending me a link to that? Is this recent? What? Hi, Lee. So glad you are here, Jolene. I'm so glad you're here, Lee Armstrong. Steven says, damn, I didn't know we were doing. I made the live like right before. I did not plan this well. Okay. I kept saying I was going to do it. And then it was like 4:55 and I was like, shit, I got to make the StreamYard. So my fault. Sorry, Steven. Oh my goodness. Graphics says has to do with Bravo and Blaze reacting on Twitter to the after show. Yeah, that's what we do. That also got edited after it aired about Gwen's grandparents, I think. Oh. Okay. Cammie says Todd father is used to people saying, isn't used to people saying no to him. Exactly. Beach says she seems scared of him, but also he knows her. Yeah, I mean, he did do that background check. It's just a very weirdly toxic paternal relationship I feel like they have, or grandparent relationship they have. Pamela says she earns that $4 million. Not worth it. Chugging Insure. That is what most likely he's doing, and just, setting his pocket watch or something. I don't know. Thank you. Graphics is going to DM me the link. Oh, Lordy. So now I'm wondering, was Heather Gay's early suspicion of Bronwyn, was it justified? Was it correct? It seemed from the edit just ridiculous. Like, Heather, calm down. Okay. You are normally a bad judge of friend, but maybe Heather was picking up some stuff. I don't know. Now I'm switching teams over here. I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe Heather Gay was making some sense. Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely, thank you for the super chat. Says, yes, it's recent. I'm trying to blaze in here. So it is recent? Oh my God. Yes, Steven, it was a good episode. Yes. I don't mean to be like, yes, but it was. A lot happened. And then I had to take Dave outside for a potty break because he potty breaked in here because I was a bad fur mommy, and he was clearly making the universal Dave sound for I might have to go to the bathroom, which is like, it's also the universal Dave sound for I'm bored. It's also the universal Dave sound for I am kind of chilly. So I should have known better. And so I missed part of it. So now I got to do a rewatch. But I literally always watch this season of Salt Lake City at least twice. I think the last episode I watched 3 times, maybe more. Yep. Like Steven says, SLC stays slaying. Yes. To see Mary, like WB is saying, to see Mary peeping in to the bar mitzvah from outside like this is worth the watch. It's better than Dorit falling in the sand, even though that was pretty magical too. Oh my goodness. Does Dave have shepherd in him? I don't know, because he's, a rescue, and he's just like they originally told us Chihuahua mix, but he's like 25 pounds and tall, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has a little shepherd in him, because our other dogs do not. Now they're starting to, because they hear Dave do it, especially like when we get to the dog park. I shouldn't say that out loud. Okay. Dave, the whole ride there, even in the car, he'll be like, and I'm like, are you okay, bud? And that he just communicates that way. And now Buffy and Teddy are starting to and whine too. And I thought it was just because he was a puppy, and maybe it's something he'll grow out of. But maybe it is a shepherd thing. Maybe Dave is speaking Spanish, and I'm not understanding him, and I need Chell to get home and translate for me. Chickenhead, thank you for the super chat. Says she just saw my messages. Blaze was, hopefully she will get on here. That is, I got to go check out Bravo and Blaze and what she was saying about this situation with Bronwyn, because maybe Heather Gay was right all along, you guys. Now I feel like, what? Right? A bit big, because we were expecting when we met him, we're like, oh, he'll be, I think they said like 20 pounds, because Buffy's like 25 pounds. But he is definitely 25 pounds, and he's lean. He's long. He like has a body almost like Santa's little helper from The Simpsons. So Jenny Blaze, hello, Bravo and Blaze. Shout out to Bravo and Blaze. So we got word as we were doing a watch party for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City that you might have had an issue with Bronwyn. So I don't know if you're available, but I'll drop the link for you if you want to click the link. I would be more than happy to hear this story, because I apologize. I didn't know about this, because I'm questioning whether I was tricked, because initially I was like, why is Heather Gay going so hard for Bronwyn? But after these 2 episodes, I'm like, maybe Heather was right about Bronwyn all along. So I'm going to drop the link for you. If you want to join us, if you don't mind giving us the scoop, and this will be our first time, like we follow each other, but online meeting. So I dropped the link in the chat. If you want to click that, I will pop you up. I won't take too much of your time, but I would love to hear all about this thing that happened with Bronwyn, because some of the wonderful members in my chat were telling me about this. And I said, I didn't know that there was something going on with Bravo and Blaze and with Bronwyn. I know maybe my head's been up my ass, but I'm not sure. But there's the link if you want to click that, and I'll pop you up here on the StreamYard. And thank you, Chickenhead, for shouting out. And if you're not already subscribed to Bravo and Blaze, let me pull up her YouTube channel so we can make sure that we are all supporting and all subbed up, because we want to support our Bravo creators. Jenny Blaze, here is her channel. Oh my God, I'm not even subscribed. What kind of monster? I think I'm subscribed under another one of my accounts. That's just what I'm saying. Apologies, but let's make sure we're all subscribed. I'm going to drop the link for Jenny's channel in the live chat, you guys. So go there now, open a second tab, and hit that subscribe. Obviously, we follow each other on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff. So that is probably where I'm thinking, yeah, duh, I follow Bravo and Blaze. She's great. And then I check and I'm not even subscribed. I'm an asshole. But now we're getting subscribed. So here, I'm going to put it up here. Just give me the thumbs up, Jenny, when you're ready to be brought up, and I'll bring you on stage here on StreamYard. I see you backstage, but let me know when you're ready. So here is Jenny Blaze's channel, and go show her all the love and get her subscribers, because that's why we're all doing this. Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely, thank you so much for the super chat. Yippee, both talk. Okay. Oh, you subbed. Good. Let me know. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, I'm gonna bring Jenny up. Hello.
Hi. Oh my gosh, my hair. I got high body count hair.
Oh, you look good. That's better than high body count hair.
I even had my bangs on earlier.
I love it. You have your Meredith bangs. Those look way better than Meredith's bangs.
I know. Do you think they were clip-ons? Because I feel like she didn't even have clip-ons. I feel like it was the end of her ponytail or something.
I thought it was that too. I was like, I don't know where she clipped it to her anus or something, because it was so far back. Oh my God. Jenny, I feel like I know you because I like follow you on the socials and stuff, but I've never formally met you. So it's so nice to meet you. And thank you for clicking the link.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. This was very impromptu.
Yes. Thank you for being available. We're just experimenting with this on my channel of these watch parties, because I get, bored watching alone. I wish I could share the screen, but obviously I'll get struck. But in the chat, people were saying, because I was questioning, this Bronwyn situation. And I've been questioning Heather Gay, like, why is she going so hard on her? And these past couple episodes, I'm like, is Bronwyn faking the funk? Is there something odd here? Is Heather Gay right? And then people were saying, oh, Jenny Blaze had issue with her. So what happened?
Well, before I even go into what happened, before this season started, I noticed that Bronwyn, because I'm always monitoring social media activity, and I noticed that Bronwyn had kind of like clapped back at someone who, and kind of rightfully so, because they made a comment about her dress. She was wearing like one of those Vote dresses that Jen Shaw wore like years ago.
I remember that.
Do you remember? Yeah. Yep. And so I was like, I saw that and I'm like, I said on my show, I think this is kind of odd for a housewife who's brand new, who the show hasn't even aired yet, and she's like fighting with people on Twitter. That's kind of odd, right?
Yes,
so I'm like, but I'm not thinking like, oh, there's going to be some big gotcha moment or anything like that, right? And I'm just watching, trying to keep an open mind, because I don't want to be skeptical of new people all the time, but this is also Salt Lake City. Like, we got scammed by Jen Shaw, then Monica Garcia. Like, what's next, But I try to give her a fair chance and just watch without having any bias towards who she was or anything like that. And I enjoyed some of the fashion and things like that, but then I just there was something off about her. The way she talks in circles. There's a lot of word salads going on. She doesn't answer questions directly. Like, she will repeat the question that someone asks her and say it in like a sarcastic way that almost sounds like she's mocking them. And so something like in my intuition just like felt weird about her. And I'm like, it was when after Angie's anniversary party, when they showed her text messages to Todd, where she said, I manifested violence. I tweeted, I was like, no, I don't care if Rihanna herself is following Bronwyn. This is a huge red flag for me. Like, I don't think that's funny. Like, even if you're joking, I don't know, maybe it could be funny if you're like a comedian, but she's not. She was saying it in like a serious way. And then I don't know if it was that same week or the week after, but the after show came out. And in the first like 5 minutes, I was so floored. I could not believe this. And this was Halloween. Okay. I remember because I didn't watch the after show right away. It drops at like 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. I went to bed. It's the next morning. I drop off my kids. There's tens of thousands of people who already watched the after show. So I'm thinking there can't be anything that crazy, because surely someone would have posted about it or whatever. I hadn't seen anything. So in the first like 3 minutes, a lot came out. And Bronwyn had this taken out, because I watched it and I was like stunned. I was like, no, it's really dark, and like, I have chills right now.
So she had it taken out of the after show, but you saw it before they took it out?
I recorded some of it before they took it out. Do you want me to? find it and play it?
If you don't mind, I had no idea any of this went down.
Joleen, this is like,
oh my God,
this
Jenny.
is nuts. This is nuts. And what I did, I was watching and just tweeting like I normally do with every show. And granted, I know these are real people, but I don't expect them to be like watching what we're doing, right? Like I always felt like this was a one-way mirror type of situation. Like we watch you, we're in the audience. This is like a play. They're on stage. They don't come down into the audience.
We're like the sports commentators, you know, the quarterback doesn't come up to, I'm trying to think of like a sports commentator guy and go, hey, you, that usually doesn't happen. They know that there's going to be people that are going to commentate because that's part of the process. And it also gets more people to watch.
Oh my gosh, exactly. So I'm like, I'm tweeting, I'm already, before I see the after show, I'm thinking Bronwyn is, I just feel like she's a fraud in some ways. She's like something like shady about her. She's a snake. I don't like the way she moves. So then this after show clip, wait, let me get it. Sorry. Let me look for this.
No, take your time. Graphics is saying that she thought that you also had Jared Osmond was in your DMs, Jenny.
Oh yeah, that was before this whole Bronwyn thing happened. And I ignored him because I'm like, I'm not engaging with him. Like, why are they involving me in this?
So, see, that's weird. That's where I agree with you. I don't want that line crossed of like, we're providing commentary, our opinions on it. And people like to go to channels, almost like an after show or people's social media. And that's kind of what we do as content creators or Bravo content creators. I know I don't. And it sounds like you don't either want to fight with these people.
No, absolutely not. And I even said before the season started, I stopped commenting on, excuse me, Salt Lake City during my live show, my weekly live show, because the fandom is becoming too toxic. It's very close to Beverly Hills and New Jersey. And this season particularly, I noticed a huge uptick in negativity, like toxic commentary on multiple platforms, not just Twitter, on excuse me, Instagram, on YouTube, and a lot of faceless accounts who are going hard to stick up for Bronwyn. And like, we just don't see that normally. Like, don't try to play us. We're in this all the time. Like, you can't just come in here and think that we're not going to notice these things. So I find it to be really wild. Also, why did iPhone update everything? I can't find my favorites anymore.
I know. I couldn't find anything in my picture. Like I can't, I can't find anything anymore. It's so annoying. Lady Di, I need to up my brightness on my light here. Hold on a second. Lady Di is saying Ryan Bailey always tells housewives, do not watch this. You'll be offended. Yeah, because you probably will be. And obviously that's never the intention, but we're giving our opinions on this and providing, whether it be commentary, comedy, a combination of the both as fans and content creators. Care Bear says toxic is the word. Yes. And Sarah says, so Heather was right then. Maybe I need to check myself because I was like, what is wrong with Heather? What is going on with her?
So for 4 seasons, I've been like the biggest Heather Gay hater. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, this woman, Bronwyn, Poopwyn, whatever we want to call her, she has made me become allies with Heather Gay because of what's going on between them. I'm like, wow, this is like straight up evil. Like, how does this happen?
Yeah, this Bravo world, I mean, just alone the fact that we have Dorit possibly as the voice of reason and hero of this season of Beverly Hills. I mean, what's happening? It's, she is saving this season. But
Bronwyn wasn't really hearing what I was saying. She was changing.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not it.
That's okay. I appreciate you looking for it.
No, I'm like dying to, I really want to play this for you and I cannot find it. How does anyone know how to find your favorites?
Let me look at mine. So you're looking for like your favorites within your videos and your photos.
Isn't there like a favorites folder?
Yeah. I think
they
now
took that away.
What you have to, oh shit, where's mine? Oh God.
I'm like
I can't
panicking
find
right now.
mine either. Okay, so I have my like hidden, I have my videos, my selfies, my live photos, my portraits. Okay, featured photos, I don't need that. Memories, don't care. I have a memory. Pinned collections, I don't even know what that is. Oh,
Maybe
albums. Is it under your albums? No, mine's not there.
albums?
If you scroll down.
Shared albums? Not that.
Holy shit, I can't find mine.
Right? No, like literally this just happened because what? Pin collections maybe? Recently saved? They are really making me work for this.
Yeah, okay. I see recently saved. I see map, videos, screenshots. I have a lot of, let's see how many screenshots I have. I don't even know how many. It doesn't even say. It used to tell me.
Wait, I know what day this happened. This was on October 31st. Maybe I can find it that way.
Oh, the Halloween. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's under media types. Nope. That's not it. I'm trying to help you and help myself too.
I can't believe they did this to us.
I know. So this is also an iPhone tutorial. We're helping everyone since the update. Oh, and you can at the bottom customize and reorder. Yeah, I want to customize with my favorites, but it's not even on my list. Maybe if you just search, I'm going to search favorites and see.
Okay.
Okay, I was able to find it through
From
just searching
Bronwyn.
favorites.
Okay, I think I found
Okay,
it.
cool.
All right, ready?
We're ready. Ready, guys. Hit that like, you
I got
guys.
a text from Bronwyn and Gwen, and they're like, could you please talk to his parents and let them know, like, Gwen would be open to meeting them. Lisa and I feel differently about how that happened. Lisa told me she knew them, and Lisa kept telling me how wonderful they were and that she was convinced that they would want to have met Gwen. And I was, and will always be convinced that they are not interested in meeting Gwen. So I don't know that I gave her permission to offer, but I made it very clear that she could if the moment was right. The next day, I get a text from...
It's just playing again. So she's saying, Lisa's saying, after they met, or after that big discovery, which I don't believe for a second, I really feel like Bronwyn knew that Lisa was close with Gwen's family. Like, how
would she not know? And it's like your
Right?
good friend. And I think her excuse was that she had never told Lisa the father's name.
And she, in that scene when they're getting their pedicures, in that like really emotional scene, she says that was by design. When Lisa said, I had no idea. Bronwyn said that was by design. And that really stuck out to me. I'm like, what do you mean that was by design? Like, as if you knew and you purposely made sure that
she didn't know, so she couldn't connect the dots.
Yes. And so, and because think about it, Bronwyn showed this picture of Gwen's dad to Lisa Barlow in the airport off camera. She had every opportunity to say, if this really was like an accident, she had every opportunity to be like, Lisa, listen, this is something I don't want to bring onto camera. Let's keep this offline, right? She could very easily do that.
Yeah.
If you look at what happens after that, Bronwyn has tried to bring this up in conversation multiple times. It's not Lisa. And so in this clip that was on the after show that's now gone that I just played, Lisa says that Bronwyn texted her and said, can you make the connection between Gwen and Gwen's family? And Lisa was like, yeah, absolutely. But then there's more.
Conversation with Gwen's grandmother, and she's like, we're open to meeting her. We're excited. Show me pictures. They're not like really into social media, so they didn't even know where they could find either one of them. She really didn't know anything. And she's like, the last we were told, Bronwyn had a miscarriage and there was no child. And then her son, who passed away, his wife, reached out to Bronwyn, and she's like, but we never got to meet Gwen. So it was like really upsetting for them. I think overwhelming for Bronwyn and Gwen. Wow. So I treaded really light conversation with Gwen's grandmother.
Whoa. So, okay. So the last they heard was that Bronwyn had a miscarriage?
According to them.
Okay.
Lisa could be lying, but I don't think Lisa will lie about that. Like, why would you? That's like really out there to lie about. The family could be lying to cover their ass so they don't look bad. That makes sense.
And then Lisa repeats it.
However, one part that's in here, Lisa says the wife of the husband, or the wife of Gwen's father, approached Bronwyn after he died and said, we didn't know, we've never met Gwen, we didn't know about her. And apparently that's the part that Bronwyn got most upset about, and is why she told Bravo to take it out. And I think it's not because she's trying to protect Gwen. I think it's gross that she's using Gwen for a storyline. I think it's because she knows that if this widow comes out and gives her testimony, then Bronwyn looks so bad. Then it really could be true that the family didn't know that Gwen was even born.
Wow.
Really
so
awful.
you have Bronwyn saying something totally different and the family saying, no, we didn't even know Gwen existed.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's true, obviously. This is just
alleged.
in the after show, and I'm like horrified and stunned. I'm like, this is huge, right? I mean, what would you have done if you saw this?
I'm still like trying to put it all together. So Lisa's claiming, no, Bronwyn asked for this intro. And Bronwyn's like, that's not how I remember it. I remember Lisa getting involved, which seems believable because we learned about what Lisa did with her own husband, John Barlow, and how she got overly involved in that. But the argument could be made that's her husband. So she would do that to him, but not to Bronwyn, you know? And then we're hearing that the family and his widow is saying, we didn't even know Gwen existed because according to them, Bronwyn told them that she had a miscarriage.
Allegedly.
Wow. The plot thickens. And to have
huge, right? This is
and to
goosebumps.
To have her be on a big platform like this, you know, if what the family's saying, let's just say it's true, she had to have known this was going to come out. But then why have them so do we know that she reached out to Bravo to have this part taken out of the after show? How do we know that?
She told another creator in DMs, and she could be lying, but like, why would she lie about admitting?
So she told another Bravo content creator that she reached out to Bravo and had them take that segment of the after show out. Oh my. That's quite the drama for a new housewife and a situation for them to be in.
Also, so after I posted the clips, she started, and she doesn't follow me or anything. She DM'd me and she wrote like all this stuff that I was like, I didn't even understand what she was saying to me. It seemed like somebody who was seriously triggered, who just like went off and like was speaking nonsense and was like belligerent, you know? So I'm like, I ignored it. I'm like, this is so weird. Like, I don't even know what she's talking about. And it's not like, why is she telling me this stuff? Actually, should I read it? The DM.
If you're comfortable reading it, Jenny, we will definitely listen to it. Yeah.
She posted it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, she posted her DMs to you?
Yes. And I think she baited me because Jared Osmond had DM'd me like a couple weeks before that. And I did post them, which I don't normally post DMs, but I'm like, I don't owe Jared Osmond anything.
No,
and he's
who cares about that?
DMing me like crazy nonsense. Like, I don't even talk to him. So this was after I watched the after show, I tweeted, according to the hashtag after show, Gwen's father was married and had a wife, ? Because I really, when I watched the clips, I was like, whose wife? Like, why is there a wife involved? I was so confused. And his family thought Bronwyn miscarried, ? This is messy. And I did like a oh my gif, right? On Instagram, because I will like copy my tweets and put them in my Instagram stories. I wrote, I will apologize directly to Bronwyn myself if I am wrong, but something is not right about her. She seems like a fraud. And I did like the eye bulging emoji and I wrote Fraudwyn at the bottom.
Oh no, that might have got her attention.
Yeah, she saw that, which I'm like, why is she even looking at my stuff? She went through and looked at all of my Instagram stories, look through all my tweets. She was like checking my tweets real time. It was weird. She goes, prepare the apology. I have every email and text and social media. Yes, they don't know how to use it, but yet I have time-stamped and dated social media messages from them from years back, acknowledging they always knew about Gwen. I also have my text with Lisa. She should not be speaking about my child or defending these people. I never mentioned her father's widow, who he married after I had Gwen, to protect her non-involvement in this. Sickening others dragged her in and are creating fiction about me and her. I have stayed vague on purpose to protect my child's right to a relationship with them if she chooses it. My unwillingness to blast them doesn't mean I am not very clear on what has happened in my own life. It was a real choice to post this and continue to double down on Instagram and Twitter all day. I plan to address this now, but cannot believe I have to because of this.
This is a long
right?
message.
It's not even done. So
oh my gosh, Bronwyn, that's a lot. Why'd you write that much?
And like, okay, so this next tweet, I will admit, now looking back at it, I can see people getting upset about it. But in the moment, my mindset was like, I was blown away. I'm like, no, this is like, we are dealing with someone incredibly vile if this is true, right? Like, and I tweeted, imagine growing up your whole life thinking your father and his family wanted nothing to do with you, only to find out that your mother told them she never had a baby. I mean, because really that's where my mind went first, was to go to Gwen's situation and be like, oh my God, if this is true, this is like diabolical. Right?
That's Jen Shaw levels of diabolical, of lies.
Worse than Monica Garcia.
Were true. Worse because it involves a child, obviously. And then if the family's lying, that's diabolical on their behalf to be putting out this false narrative as if they didn't know this baby existed, which could be the truth, which could be them trying to protect themselves from looking bad on television for never, you know, according to Bronwyn, wanting a relationship with her. But yeah, I can see where it does look sus because you have this after show segment and then it disappears.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, why does it have to disappear? Is there truth to it?
So after that last tweet, she wrote, wow, she is an 18-year-old who vulnerably shared her experience because it came up between Lisa and I. This is low. When I saw those DMs, I'm like, why is she messaging me this? I have no control over what Bravo put out. I had no say in what Bravo put out. I don't even know barely what she's talking about when she's like, I have all the texts and every email, like, about what? Like, I'm
from who? From the family?
Yeah,
Who's she talking about?
Exactly. And so I tweeted like me reading unhinged DMs from Bronwyn or whatever with like a Mary Cosby gif, like, and she was like lurking on all my tweets and responded immediately. That is like intense behavior, in my opinion.
Wow. It seems intense. I mean, I'm surprised that this much of an interaction that she had with you.
It continues. And it's still up there. It's still on Twitter. You can see it. And so the part that like really bothered me is that I didn't tag her or anything. I didn't even say I didn't write out her real name. I wrote Bronwyn. And so she was clearly like going to actively look at my tweets. She responds to it, says, call me a liar, say I slept with a married man, like put words into my mouth that I never said. And that's when I was like, oh, this bitch is crazy. And looking back, you know, hindsight is 20/20, not 50/50. Like
that was funny. Hindsight 50/50.
She got me for a second. I was like, wait, is it 50?
Yeah, that sounds good, but it's definitely not right.
No, but like, shoot, now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, you said looking back, hindsight being 20/20 about the Bronwyn situation.
Yeah, I wish that I never responded to her tweet.
I could see that.
Because she responded to me or to my tweet saying like me reading unhinged DMs. In that reply, she lied about what I said. And that's what triggered me, because I'm like, oh, hell no. I never said you slept with a married man.
Where does that come from? Are there rumors that she slept with I haven't heard anything about that.
Exactly. It's because I said that one tweet was like, wait, he had a wife? That's all. I did like a question. I wrote a question. I said, according to the after show, wait, what did I say?
Oh, you were like, oh, the man you had, Gwen's dad had a wife?
Father. Yeah, according to the after show, Gwen's father was married and had a wife, ? And his family thought Bronwyn miscarried, ? That's not saying she slept with a married man. I didn't even think that.
She probably, though, read into that and thought, like,
well, yeah,
no, we were kids. But you're thinking, because I didn't know, I mean, her telling the story, obviously it's all new, the time in which he passed, how long he was on this earth too, because she didn't really say how old he was or when, right? I assumed, maybe I'm confusing it with like the Farrah Abra, you know what I mean, from Teen Mom, how Sophia's dad passed away right away. My mind just went to, he must have passed away.
Well, that's what I thought.
Early.
Yeah, same. That's what I thought when we first saw her on the show. And that's why when Lisa said his widow approached Bronwyn after he died or whatever, I was like, what? He had a wife? I don't understand. I was very confused. And I see in the comments, like, yes, this is a very sensitive situation. I 100% agree with that. And that is why I was so stunned. And I'm like, why did she bring this to camera? Like, as a mother, like, I wouldn't even like test the water. I wouldn't even take the chance. You know what I mean? And so I'm not like I don't want to talk about this stuff. I don't want to talk about Gwen's background. Like, that's for Gwen. And it's gross to me, like, that Bronwyn brought this on screen.
It is difficult when it comes to the Housewives kids, because you're like, I mean, I know she's 18, but can the kids ever, really consent to this? And will they look back? Will she look back in 10 years and go, I wish this wasn't all on television? So that's the part where I would be fine if, and I've talked about this before, if the Housewives never showed their kids, if it was just their husbands and the kids were always off camera, because it can get really messy. Graphics is saying, I thought she said he died when Gwen was 2 years old. See, I thought it was early too, but that could be me just creating that narrative.
I think I thought that right away, but then she did say, no, it was when he was 2, or when Gwen was 2. So I think we learned later on, but I do remember, like, initially when she said, like, he had passed away early, I thought that was like you said, like a Teen Mom situation.
Yeah, that's where my a beach says you repeated her and Lisa's words, misdirected fury on her part. Yeah, I think initially it seems like you're reacting to these things you're hearing, like, oh my goodness. And then it kind of snowballed into, were you guys ever able to, how did your, communication cease? Did it cease? Did she threaten you with a cease and desist? I mean, did it escalate anymore?
No, I thought she would, actually. I wound up going private on Twitter because I was getting so much hate. Literally, like, people were sending me threats and things of that nature for doing what I always do, right? And it's the only reason people were coming at me was because she used her platform to say lies about me, or say that I was saying things that I didn't say. And, like I said, I wish I never responded. But in that moment, I was like, what the hell? Like, this chick is lying about me. And I just reacted. And I was like, you're ridiculous. Like, I went off.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sorry.
My best moment, but I went private. I blocked her. If I ever see her, I'm calling security.
Maybe there's a world in which you guys could see each other at BravoCon, and there would be like nice words exchanged. Like, maybe we both kind of misread each other's intentions because it wasn't a conversation; it was just through social media. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think that she's a dangerous person, and that she's she's a very interesting housewife to me. So if you go back to her Instagram stories, once this all happened, people who who were skeptical about her just started coming out of the woodwork, DMing me all this stuff, all of her information. Like, she's a straight up liar. She lied about this and that. And I'm like, I don't even have time to go through and fact check all of this, but it seems about right, whatever. And I don't know. There was this whole Reddit thread where she has these Instagram story highlights from almost 5 years ago now, when the show first started. From season 1, I think she was talking about Salt Lake City and saying like, oh, I know some of them. And then season 2, she said, oh yeah, I was interviewing, and then she didn't get on the show. And then she said, now, oh, I'm happy I'm not on the show. Now I can binge it and watch it or whatever. So she is a fan of this show. She said in these Instagram stories from years ago that she watches all the Housewives. So I think she's been studying this.
So maybe there is some truth to Heather Gay's or legitimacy to her skepticism about Bronwyn, because, you know, similar was seen with Monica, you know, obviously that's how they saw that. So I don't know. I think in these past 2 episodes, I've seen her moves. You know, at first I was like, I love Bronwyn, and I don't know where I stand right now. This is interesting and
it's a lot,
disturbing, for sure. But I appreciate you know, sharing this. I had no idea any of this went on. But I did see in the last 2 episodes, the moves she was making seemed kind of performative. Like, I'm going to just throw Whitney under the bus here, and I'm going to say this. And it didn't make any sense, I guess. Just to be messy to be messy. Like, this is what a housewife does, sort of thing. And nobody, you know, that's not enjoyable for us to watch. So I was like, oh, I hope Bronwyn isn't headed down that path. And then this episode, with how hard she came at Angie K, I was like, okay, this is a lot.
Yeah.
This is what's really going on. And also what's really going on with this Todd relationship, because he's the one I don't like. He freaks me out. I don't like his mansplaining. I don't like his anger situation. I think he is just a Krabby Patty. I don't have time for it. So I'm wondering, are we sitting on another Erica Jane, Tom Girardi like relationship situation, where early on, Erica, early favorite, then we learned lots of skeletons, lots of dirty deeds. The relationship between her and Tom, definitely, you know, it's one of those transactional, you're beautiful and young, I'm rich and old and have money. This is what we bring to the table. And Erica kind of tricked us for a little bit, where we were like, oh, well, maybe they are in love, possibly. And then we're like, holy shit, Erica, so many skeletons. Do you think is Bronwyn ringing when I bring that up? Does that make you think like maybe she is a little bit of a Erica Jane?
I think I don't know if they're that similar. I mean, there's obviously similarities. I think there's different motives behind each woman. I think Bronwyn, for whatever reason, like, is trying to prove something. I don't know who it's to, if it's to herself, to her family, to her kid, to her kid's
Todd.
parents, to Todd. I don't know who it is, but it's like, I don't know why she's doing this. Like, she claims she has all this money and everything. Why does she spend her money or waste her money on dumb shit like costumes to go to the airport? Like, that's not a personality trait. Wasting money on dumb shit is not a personality trait.
That's kind of one of my personality traits. I feel like,
well, I mean, I can't
buy a lot
really
of dumb
talk.
shit. I'm like, as you're saying that, I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, ooh, I do buy a lot of dumb shit. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out with Bronwyn this season and what comes about, because I think just, you know, these last 2 episodes, like I said, I've just seen a different side of her. And maybe, like you said, it seems like she's trying to prove something to someone. And I could see that. And I could see, you know, I feel like when we were doing our watch party, I was like, I feel like she has a lot of resentment built up for Todd, and she can't express that to him. So she's expressing it to everyone else. And how humiliating and demoralizing it would be to have a man over you going, don't say that, don't, and just in front of other people. I mean, my skin crawls when she is forced to deal with Todd in that situation. So
what do you think about the background check?
Oh my God, that is so. And how does he have connections to the, what is it, the the FBI?
Also, yeah, if he does, why is he saying that on TV? Because isn't that like
Right?
our taxpayer dollars that are like doing a background search on his girlfriend, Bronwyn?
Yes. And how is, just because you invented the Palm Pilot, you can get direct contact to the FBI? I mean, that was weird. Their whole relationship is weird. I don't like it. And I was really hoping that this was maybe going to be like, I always call it like the Kelsey Grammer syndrome, a situation where he's kind of dropping her off at Housewives and she's going to make her own money and spread her wings and be able to be a butterfly, just like Kelsey gave to Camille, even though Camille's still a struggle bus. But
speaking of making money, in one of her stories on Instagram from years ago, she said, if I were to become a housewife, it was like a Ask Me Anything. And I guess somebody following her or herself from a different account asked, would you ever be a housewife if they asked you? And she was like, well, I wouldn't be like a regular housewife who goes on to promote their products or a brand. Meanwhile, by episode 6 or something, she had already done a collab that she posted about where her and her dogs are wearing all the same pajamas or something. So she's a liar. She's fake.
like, I won't do the collab. And then she's like, oh, wait a minute. That is kind of what everybody does. You got to have some kind of business venture in this. Well, I will tell you, Jenny, if you would have told me this 2 episodes ago, I've been like, no, come on. There's this, but I'm side-eyeing. I'm side-eyeing Bronwyn, where before I was cheerleading Bronwyn. I was like, hell yeah, she's refreshing. And I love this. I like this energy. And then Todd came in. I was like, ew, gross. Todd, beat it, old man. And then, but now these past 2 episodes, I'm like, what's really going on here? I think you got a glimpse into something something we haven't seen yet on the show, and possibly a side of Bronwyn that could exist, that, it always comes out. If this is who she is and the family's telling the truth or whatever's going on, it always comes out in Housewives.
I know. And that's why I'm like, why would you come onto a show knowing that you're not going to bring your authentic self and that you have skeletons in your closet? And God, I don't know. Just
so many of these housewives do that.
Like it's weird to me. Like, are you crazy?
What is going on?
It's so nuts. And I'm scared that she's like actually watching this right now because she's a fan. And their reunion is filming tomorrow. So everything we just said, she's probably going to use as ammunition for the reunion tomorrow.
Well, hopefully not, because it seems like they have enough this season of Salt Lake City. And I think when, the bloggers get involved in, or the like how we see the season with Whitney contacting Up and Adam, and I love Up and Adam and everybody, but I don't like the blogger drama. The Housewives have enough drama, but I feel like they have some of them, and some of the Vanderpump Rules people are good at this too. They will befriend certain bloggers or certain content creators so that they might get more of a favorable, be spoken about more favorably. And they kind of utilize those bloggers, and the bloggers then have, access to them. But it just gets so muddy, and I just don't want any of us content creators in the drama with them.
Same. I don't.
So
if I did, then I'd be trying to get on a show so I could get a check.
Or you'd be still probably going at her. Someone in the chat said maybe she's trolling you.
Oh, I suspect that she's been following me before she even got on the show. And that's what's creepy to me, is that I think maybe
because she was such a fan.
Yeah, maybe she's
follow
mad.
Bravo accounts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. I definitely believe she follows all the Bravo accounts on her fake accounts. But I also feel like she she definitely has some. But I feel like she may have followed Bravo and Blaze before she went on the show, and maybe didn't like that that I was onto her. And that enraged her even more. You know what I mean?
You had that prior to the season takes on her, and That could be, Jenny. I don't want to believe that for your sake. Like, I don't want to think she's like following you around because I'm scared for you. But
on the police.
Weirder things have happened in this. There's some interesting characters, and we've seen that on the Bravo shows, that there are lines that are crossed and muddied, and some of these people, I mean, we saw it with Vanderpump Rules with Lala and her White Boy Dread's brother going at fans over us and calling us rabies bitches. And I'm like, girl.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
It was too much. That was like, your brand is like keeping it real, finger guns, Lauren from Utah, and we want to support you, but you're making it really hard for us. And then to attack us as if we have rabies when we have legitimate questions why you are completely different from season 10, where we were like, yeah, girl power. And then you like, we're so quick to sell your soul for another season that you're not even going to get, So I see that that's just my opinion, not Jenny's opinion on Lala, but I see that sometimes the fans get attacked, and then content creators too. And then sometimes content creators, it's a whole thing, but I had no idea. So when people were putting this in the chat that like, oh, you didn't hear about Bronwyn cyberbullying Jenny, I was like, no, I must have missed that. I don't know how I missed this, or maybe I liked it and forgot about. I don't know.
Well, I definitely don't want it to ever be part of the show. Like, I don't want that at all. I don't want to be that close. And
no, me neither.
I just had to like shut my mouth pretty much. And it's really hard for me to do that.
I bet, because you feel strongly and you feel like you have to be silent, or it'll get worse for you.
For sure. I mean, even now I still get attacks from people over the Bronwyn thing. That happened like over 5 weeks ago.
Really? So people are just very upset that you would even call this out, that you would.
That's how it started. Well, actually, when I posted, no one cared. Really, no one cared that much at all. Like, I maybe got 2 hearts on my tweets or something. It only brought attention when she replied. And that is how she abused her platform and her status as a housewife. I think that.
And she kept your name on it?
Oh, she kept my name on it. Also, here's another thing. When for my podcast, I've always said, or I've at least tried to on every episode, I lead with, we are not using this platform as an avenue for bullying or cyber attacking anyone. We're not trying to intentionally harm anyone. And I had this situation years ago when I first started tweeting with Michael Rappaport. I love him, right? I loved him at this time. And I didn't know he was a Housewives fan. He goes on Watch What Happens Live, and he said something like offbeat or whatever. And I was like, ooh, now I see why people don't like him. So I tweeted, I was like, now I see why people don't like Michael Rappaport. # Watch What Happens Live. I didn't tag him. Yeah. And because I didn't think that he would go and look at it. I go to bed. I wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning the next day. And the first thing I read is a response from Michael Rappaport calling me like an idiot or something. And I was like, what the fuck? If I got that tweet at like 4 p.m., I would have ignored it or laughed. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., no, I'm like unhinged. I was like, what the hell? I quote tweeted and was like, this guy is such a jerk. Or it wasn't even that bad, right? I didn't check Twitter for the rest of the day. I go back and I didn't even have like 1,000 followers at this time. People were relentlessly attacking Michael Rappaport all day long because of my tweet. I felt so awful. I had this weird thing at the time where like I would never delete a tweet. Like I don't care anymore. But at that time,
the integrity of tweets.
Yeah, I was like, I have integrity. But I wound up, I think I deleted that tweet, but I wound up tweeting and tagging him with a public apology because I was like, I am so sorry. Like I had no idea that would happen because it was awful. I hated to see what people were saying to him because of me. Like, it's not that serious. And I was just horrified that people were saying the most vile things to him. Even if I hated him, I wouldn't want anyone to get that kind of hate. So I did a public apology on Twitter through tweets. Bronwyn, however, if you go back, you can see every single hate tweet that I got directed towards me because of her. And she didn't give a fuck.
Oh.
And it's all there. And I'm actually glad that it's still there because now people can go and look and see, wow, she really is vile. That's gross. Like, I would never do that to anyone.
Yeah, I think it is when you, like you said, no one really saw it until she with the bigger platform. So it's a fine line of calling someone out because we see that with Housewives and other Bravo celebrities, and they might say this person said this, and they're just bringing more attention. Because I know Lala posted about editing her Ocean's teeth, or she had some kind of trauma or something, and I'm like, I
You're
don't
teeth
care.
people, by the way.
Yeah, I did not know, but I had people in my comments, Utah people were kind enough to go, yeah, we are really into teeth. And I was like, why is Utah like the teeth capital of the United States? But okay.
I didn't know that.
But I know, but it's one of those things I do understand where Lala's coming from, where people are going to write, people are going to write nasty comments. If her daughter's teeth are like browned or whatever, or whatever she said, there was trauma to the teeth. But for me, her bringing it up and the whitening of it is just like, what are you really doing? What do you just trying to stay relevant? Like that to me is kind of gross because I wouldn't have known anything, and you're just bringing more attention to that thing and to people who are, no matter what you post, there are some people that just dislike you and are mean people and are going to say nasty things even about children.
Yeah. That's just the nature of this whole social media world. And actually, I have an example of this, like a real life example. A week after the Bronwyn thing happened, I posted, there was 2 posts. One, Gina from OC, she had commented on her own post or on somebody's post saying, I love my gal Gina or whatever. It wound up being like her father or something. But
yes, I think I used your story that you posted, and I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. Gina went under her sock account.
Yes. So that I wrote like, oh, she must have been on her like fake account or whatever. She responded immediately. I was like shocked. I'm like, why is she even giving this attention? She did a whole reel. It made it to page 6. Entertainment, like all these big places. I'm like, oh my God, this is so out of hand. Meanwhile, the same exact day, I also posted Emily Simpson at a charity event looking at her phone. And if you zoom in, you can see she's looking at Katie Janela. Emily never responded to that.
And that's far worse, in my opinion, that she is at an event, and you can clearly see on her phone that she's. And I love how you connected it. Like, look at this is, I think, Katie's profile picture with her husband or something.
Yeah, it was like
a picture. Yeah, yes, exactly. And we talked about that over here, and I was like, look what Bravo and Blaze found, and that's far more embarrassing to me.
Well, Emily never responded at all, and it didn't get that much attention. Like in our community, yes, but not page 6, not entertainment news. Like what?
But that makes me think these women understand the importance and the currency of relevancy. So they are going to push this forward because it'll put their names, not just in our Bravo content creators, but on the page 6s and on the, Us Weeklies and things like that. So it seems almost like, I love Gina, but that could have been a little bit like, oh, this is funny and silly, and oh, I'm going to get some press out of this.
Really? You think so? Her dad seemed really mad. He was like commenting on every single person's comments. They're like, he was like, it's me. I have like screenshots of it because I'm like, oh my God, Gina's dad is working. 2 days straight he did this.
I thought it was cute that her dad was he's very involved. My dad is on Facebook like that, posting anti-Trump stuff. So he's more concerned about that than the hate on me. But my dad has been known to, when I have like online, haters, or like I had a stalker once upon a time, my dad goes, where does he live? Like he asked me, he was like, I could go there. I'm retired. I don't care. I'll go to prison. I was like, it's not worth it. Paul, stop. It's not worth it. So
my God, I love him.
I think Gina's dad's probably just protective, like my dad, and just
I get it.
savvy, but not as
I thought it was cute. I was really shocked that they were even mad, to be honest. I'm like, who cares? Why are you even?
But I bet they weren't even mad. I bet it was just a thing where, I think they understand how the game works. I think the same thing for Vanderpump Rules. I think the Bravo celebrities, they understand how this works, and that could be a situation with Bronwyn too. She knows how the game works. You
Well, that's what I
posted
was gonna
something,
ask. Yeah,
and
do you
maybe
think she did that on purpose?
it's a possibility. It definitely is. I mean,
So gross to me. Like,
that's what Bravo celebrities do. I would pause only because it's her daughter, so I would hope that
well,
she wouldn't
yeah,
do
that's
that.
what we all would think, right? Is like,
Yeah.
we want to believe that you are putting your daughter's best interests first, but then
Mhm.
her actions don't align with that. And then, like, she somehow has been able to manipulate it to look like I'm attacking Gwen. And it's like, no, I'm not attacking Gwen.
Yes,
I'm
and that's
afraid for Gwen right now.
that's the thing with these like kind of online conflicts and things is things can be blown up, and just, her saying she's attacking my daughter, of course that's going to bring people to come attack you because they're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, she's attacking a child.
Right.
So that's the part where it's scary. So I'm glad that I know it's hard to be silent, but I'm glad that you pulled back for your own safety and sanity and
Yeah.
all those things. But it is interesting because I have been I was so just Bronwyn. Oh, yes, girl, get it. Like, this is a breath of fresh air. But these 2 episodes, I was like, what are we doing here? What are we really doing? Is this, yeah. And I'm thinking, like, is this an Erica Jane situation? Are we going to find out? Remember, things change. Heather Gay did a interview with, like, what is it? Lady Gang podcast, with Kelty, or
I
what's her
don't
name?
know.
From E!
I'm
News.
really bad.
Me too. I'm so bad. But I caught part of this interview, and Heather made a good point, is that, this is very much like the sports analogy. Like, people are cheering for their favorite team, and you might have a favorite player, and it could change week to week.
Yeah.
And so I think that's I forgot where I was going with that, but that's
Heather Gay said that?
something. Yes. I was like, oh, the somewhat self-awareness, because at times, we don't see that from Heather Gay.
Yeah, I'm shocked, actually.
Yeah, I was shocked too. That's why I remembered it, because I was like, oh, Heather kind of gets it, because they were talking about, when people say things about you online and living in the comment section and that sort of thing. I'm paraphrasing, but she mentioned that the fans, there are times when they really love you, and that feels great, but you also understand that it is kind of like you're cheering for a team, and you're going to have your favorites, and this week you're cheering for this team and that team. And that almost, it helped me, because I was like, oh, I am kind of fluid in who I'm, not just like solely team this person. Sometimes I'm like, oh shit. So then that got me thinking, well, maybe then these feelings I've been having around Bronwyn, maybe it is that Heather Gay, maybe I was a little too hard on her for how hard she came at Bronwyn, and maybe she's seeing something or saw something or picking up on things, and that caused her to pause on Bronwyn. But from the edit, it looked like you are just irrationally going after this woman, and this woman just wants to be your friend. But now, seeing how quickly Bronwyn would throw Whitney under the bus, and how quickly she came at Angie and was like, okay, I'm going to need you to I'm going to need you to apologize to me.
Oh my God, you did that so good.
I've been practicing my Bronwyn, because I was trying to pick her up, and it's when she said, top tier shade, Mary Cosby, top tier. So that's kind of her. So when you say, like, her delivery can come off condescending. It can come off, in a
Monopoly
way.
man.
Yes. Okay. The top tier there. You did something there, didn't you, Angie? I thought you did. Yeah. Where Angie's just comes off more real, as in rage. Like, I'm going to throw this chair and a tit's going to pop out and we're going to have a party, where Bronwyn, I'm like, what's really going on here? Is she a little more calculated than I let on, or that I thought? And similar, I'm going to go back to the Erica Jane reference. Similar to Erica Jane, you don't, the people you marry, sometimes they can tell a little bit about you, and you pick up some tips. And I feel like along the way, Erica picked up some tips from Tom Girardi that weren't very likable tips for her. And maybe that's the case with Bronwyn and the Krabby Todd father. I don't know, Jenny, but I appreciate you so much for me being able to drop the link and you joining. And it was great to meet you in this way, because obviously
I'd love to have you on sometime.
I would love it. I'd love for you to come back, and we can talk about another show if you're not into Salt Lake, or talk about, anything.
I watch all of them. So
yeah,
I know you're doing a live, so this is like very off script of what you had planned.
Oh,
so I appreciate you bringing me on.
my whole personality, ADHD off script. I'm just like, oh yeah, let's drop the link for Jenny. Does she want to come up? So this was really fun, you guys. I'm gonna drop Jenny's okay, I have it here. Yep. The Bravo and Blaze. I'm gonna drop your YouTube link, but then you're huge on Twitter and the TikTok and Instagram.
Instagram is my main platform, but yeah, I'm on Twitter too, and TikTok, YouTube, all the places.
Yes. Everyone go follow Bravo and Blaze. Go support and subscribe to Jenny's YouTube channel. See, I need to get better on my Instagram and TikTok. I just feel like I'm living on YouTube all the time, but so much is happening on Instagram and I'm like, it looks so fun. Oh, but I have to go to YouTube.
It's hard. It's hard to keep up with everything. There's too many platforms.
Yes. Incredibly hard. Well, yes. Let's connect in the DMs and collab in the future. Yes, but thank you so much. Have a great night, Jenny. I appreciate
everyone.
Bye. Oh my God. What are you doing, Dave? I'll help you bump you down. You guys, that was great. That was so nice of Jenny to pop up. And thank you guys for informing me about the situation that she had with Bronwyn. So interesting. And to get, Jenny's perspective, and we'll see how this plays out. Hopefully for Jenny's sake, she's not going to be involved in any Salt Lake City drama like they've, pulled in Up and Adam. So hopefully we'll say prayers that Bravo and Blaze doesn't get pulled into it. But this was fun, very impromptu. And yes, everyone in the chat is saying, bye, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. You guys make sure you go sub up and go follow her on the Instagram and the TikTok and the Twitter, Bravo and Blaze. You guys, this is another 2-hour live. Earlier today, I said I was going to do an hour, and I did 2.5 hours. I have a talking problem, and it's that I talk too much. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Shout out to all my super chatters. Shout out to my new members, Jen, Devka, thank you so much. Fly Girl, thank you for the super chat. Carolyn, thank you for becoming a member, even though I know you said your card just got expired. I feel ya. Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely, thank you so much for the intel and for inviting Bravo and Blaze here. Yippee, thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate it, you guys, and we always have a good time over here. I'll be back tomorrow at 11:30 Pacific for another No Offense, All Offense. We'll get into more pop culture news and stories and have some more laughs. Don't forget to smash that like, comment after the video post. If you're watching this on the replay and you made it through this whole video, please drop a disco ball in the chat, or in the comment section, I should say, so I know you made it through the whole video, so that I can like it and give you props, because that's amazing. Anyone who sits through my entire video, I'm always like, that's something. All right, you guys, thank you so much again, and always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.